Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has said that concerns that his country will descend further into chaos are unfounded. But with military operations continuing in the northernmost region of Tigray, there are very real fears that the country will descend into all-out civil war. The recent tensions in the north began in August, when Abiy's government delayed elections because it said the risk of COVID-19 was too high. The Tigray regional government called foul and held elections anyways, setting off an escalation of rhetoric and action between federal officials and the region's leaders. The tension turned into full-blown conflict in early November, with an alleged attack by the Tigray People's Liberation Front, or TPLF, on a federal military base in the region. For the Prime Minister, quote, red line had been crossed and he ordered federal troops into the region. But because the internet, phone lines and other communication modes have been blacked out, it's very difficult to ascertain just how many people have been killed in the fighting. But remember, this is the same Prime Minister that won a Nobel Peace Prize last year. He's lauded internationally. He managed to negotiate peace with Eritrea, ending a dangerous stalemate following the Ethiopian-Eritrean War that ended in 2000. But peace at home is proving more difficult to achieve. In Ethiopia's federal system, regions, often divided along ethnic lines, have considerable autonomy and run their own police force and militia. When Abiy came into power, his appeal was based in part on the concept of medema, or synergy, the belief that Ethiopians should pull together and be united rather than divided by their ethnic differences. The Prime Minister instituted reforms, released political prisoners, but some accused him of a power grab. Regional leaders, especially in Tigray, complained that Abiy's promises of a democratic transition were a sham. And when the Prime Minister formed the Prosperity Party, the TPLF refused to join that coalition. It's the first time they haven't had a seat in power since the early 90s. It set up a clash between the central government and Mekelle's regional leaders. The Ethiopian parliament has since dissolved the region's leadership, and Abiy has arrested opponents. He tweeted that the TPLF has shown criminal hubris and intransigence, and says he's enforcing the country's rule of law. Ethiopia is seen as a critically important ally in the Horn of Africa region for the US, China, and Europe, and the country has often been seen as a bulwark against the otherwise often chaotic region. There has been a sense that international actors continue to support Abiy's government, but his problem has never been international friends, but rather divisions at home.